We are Ben, Jamie, Barry and Mike, the guys at the heart of sorted food. In this series of videos, we look at some of the most popular recipes that feature Lea Perrins Worcestershire sauce. There is nothing better than barbecue ribs and amazing homemade coleslaw.
And we're going to put a splash of Lea Perrins into both. We've got a nice rack of pork ribs and we're going to make a marinade to go with that. Loads of different flavours, primarily some vinegar, some sweet things like honey and ketchup, and Lea Perrins Worcestershire sauce. We're also going to serve it with a coleslaw. We're going to use red cabbage for that because it's great colour, but we're going to make ours with yoghurt because it's slightly healthier, slightly lighter than the traditional mayonnaise heavy version. So to begin with, pork. And to that we can add loads of different flavours. The first one is going to be our Lea Perrins. So a couple of splashes of that.
And I suppose like any good marinade, this is just going to really soak into the meat.
Yes, the vinegar helps to break down and tenderise. To that we're also going to add a bit more vinegar.
Okay.
So that's going in there as well. This is cider vinegar. Honey, another good one, but this is sweet. This is to counteract all of that vinegar. And then some ketchup. It's already got sweet, but it's also quite tart, and it's got loads of spice in it. So somebody's already done all that work for you. That can go in.
I think this is the thing I really like about barbecue ribs, because you get something a little bit spicy, you get something a little bit sweet, you get something a little bit sort of sour and sharp there as well. Everything all in one. When the meat falls off the just delicious.
Just perfect. Now, we've got two more of those flavours here. So we've got brown sugar, which is a bit more of the sweet, a really dark one, so it's like almost treacly as it cooks. And then you said about a bit spicy. So there we've got some smoked paprika, but also cayenne pepper. So it's spicy and smoky.
Oh, we've nailed this one.
That is a perfect combination. All you need to do is give it a whole mix up. Cover both sides of the ribs, if you can do that.
Yep, get my hands in.
And while you do that, a little pinch of salt as well, just to season it. There's not quite enough liquid in there for the amount of time we want to cook it. It will dry out and all that marinade and sugars, they'll burn. So what we're going to do is add in just about 100 ml of water, and that just stops those sugars from burning, but that will pretty much all evaporate as it cooks. And to keep all those amazing juices in, a good sheet of tin foil right the way over the top, and that's it, ribs good to go. Now you can leave that to marinate overnight, be absolutely amazing, but to be honest with you, they're going to cook in all of these juices for an hour and a half in the oven at 160, so they kind of get plenty of time to mingle anyway, but if you do want to marinate them, even better. So that's 160 degrees for an hour and a half, and we can make a coleslaw to go with that. We've got a carrot, which perhaps you could start with, and some spring onions. We'll chop those up as well. But for the cabbage, just take a few of the outer leaves off. Now you can grate this, or you can put it through a food processor, but actually the outer leaves, they kind of bend a bit. So what you can do is lie them relatively flat, and take your time, but just get thin slices. That's our red cabbage. I'm going to take the carrot and cut that into kind of julienne, which is basically matchsticks, as small and thin as we can. Don't worry about it being too precise. If you prefer, you can grate it. Are you done with those?
I am.
Do you want to do our dressing?
Can do.
The dressing couldn't be easier. If I give you a small bowl, and all you're going to do is add in yoghurt, and then to that we're going to add a little bit of mustard. Some French mustard, so it's not too strong. A little bit of sugar, so that it's fairly sweet. And then to balance that out, we've got some Lea Perrins, which we'll add in.
I suppose the great thing about this dish is it's perfect for summer. If you finish those off on the barbecue, have some coleslaw, some friends round.
You're absolutely right. I mean, this would be perfect outside. All we need to do now is take all of our red cabbage, all of our carrot, and all of your spring onion into that bowl, and that's where you start to see all these colours come together. With all those colours, you don't want to smother it in mayonnaise and lose all the vibrancy, which is why this is so much thinner, and we're not going to use too much of it, just enough to begin to coat. I think the only way really is to get your hands in there, toss it together, and I think that's a beautiful little, very, very quick, simple salad to go with our ribs that need another hour and a half in the oven. So a generous portion of our coleslaw, plate it how you like, big bowls and family service is good. I think that showcases the colours beautifully, and then look at these. This is finger food, there's no other way about it. And don't forget, don't waste this amazing sauce at the end, because that's still got all those beautiful sugars and honey and Lea Perrins in, so that can all just dribble over there. And there we go. It's our version of barbecue ribs with a slightly healthier coleslaw than normal, both including a little bit of Lea Perrins, sorted.
Oh, they're delicious. I have it all around my mouth, and if you want more recipe ideas, then click below.